Muhammad Ali is the most boring fighter I've ever seen in my life. I have to be honest. You know, I grew up, I was a huge Muhammad Ali fan. I would always watch his highlight videos, and his highlight videos look amazing. But only the highlights from the 60s. When he comes back after the 3-year layoff in the 70s, dude, he's the most boring fighter I've ever seen in my life, dude. I don't understand how people can say Floyd Mayweather is boring. If you want to see a boring fighter or a boring fight, go watch Thrilla in the Manila. That is a boring fight, honestly. I don't know how people can say that's an amazing fight. This guy just rope-a-dopes. He just fucking lays on the ropes and let himself get hit, and then he comes out with a couple flurries, and I don't know, he never does. A fight's not interesting for me when one guy, or it's not, I don't think of it as a boxing tactic if some guy just lays against the ropes and allows himself to get fucking punished. I think it's way more interesting to see a guy like Floyd Mayweather fight like a real boxing master. And Muhammad Ali was not. This guy was overweight for like over half of his career, okay? This guy was never in shape. Even Larry Holmes, go look at that interview of Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes said himself, Muhammad Ali is overrated. This guy he only trained 2 weeks for George Foreman. I think he was a lazy dude. Honestly do. This guy had no work ethic. That's my theory, because this guy's always overweight. The only time he came in at weight was like after his the first comeback in the 70s. It was like the first couple of his fights. And Frazier, the second Frazier fight, he came in at weight. And the second Norton fight, he came in at weight. And then Spinks, too, he came in on weight. But other than that, or maybe Foreman, you know, he weighed like 216 pounds. So he was still fucking overweight, dude. Thrilla in the Manila, I think he weighed in like 230 or something. Or no, 226 pounds. And he's 6'3". This guy was overweight all the time. He was always out of shape. I think he's the most overrated fighter ever. And he is boring, dude. Rope-a-dope is such a boring... Oh, his fights are boring, dude. I think he lost to Ken Norton really twice. I thought he lost the third one, too. You know, I think... And this guy, he never fought any really good champions. Let's be real here. His best win was against George Foreman. But really, anyone else, I don't really know. Like his last couple of fights versus, you know, he was fighting bums at the end of his career. Just bums. I think he's overrated, a boring fighter. Like in the 60s, that guy was he was such an interesting fighter to watch. His fights in the 60s were fun to watch, but, you know, after the 70s, he's kind of, I don't know. It's not, I don't know, you know, when people say Floyd Mayweather's boring, and they say Muhammad Ali is, you know, he's an entertaining fighter, they're just lying. They're just hating on Floyd. Anyone's a boring fighter, it's Muhammad Ali. I also think Muhammad Ali is so overrated. Overrated. A hype job. I don't know. All the guys he fought, they were never in shape. The only people he fought that were in shape were George Foreman and Ken Norton, really, in the 70s. I don't know who else. Who else did he fight that was in shape? All of them were fat. Joe Frazier, that was one fat motherfucker. I'm sure he was tough and everything, but that guy was not in shape. Muhammad Ali, you know, I think the heavyweight division, that is so overrated at that time. I don't know how anyone can think that Mike Tyson would lose against Muhammad Ali. That seems crazy to me. Muhammad Ali would get creamed. I mean, there's no way. Not even the 60s. I think he was way too skinny in the 60s. And, well, actually, I think I think in the 60s, Muhammad Ali would give him a good fight. Maybe even win. But in the 70s, dude, Ali would have gotten creamed. This is all I gotta say in this video. Muhammad Ali, the boringest fighter ever. That's just the reality, dude. I don't know. Just my thoughts and opinion. Hope you enjoyed the video.